Wes, I didn't think you'd mind hearing some of those highlights. Fantastic win by your squad today, 18-0. Congratulations. What was that locker room like?
Oh, they were very excited, obviously. You know, I told them they bailed me out. Probably should have advanced the ball there when we turned it over on the baseline in regulation, so I was feeling pretty down about that, but they found a way to bail me out. You know, I tried to call timeout late before they handed the ball, but couldn't get their attention. Thought we could get it in bounds where a little bit more open court, but turned out not to be such a good idea. So I appreciate the players once again bailing the coach out.
Well, I think both head coaches could lay claim to a regulation victory because you had the opportunity with the lead. You knew they were going to foul a couple of times and probably go up 2, maybe 3 with a couple of seconds left, but then the turnover. Yeah. And then all of a sudden Virginia Tech has Emory at the free throw line.
Yep.
For 2, makes 1 to tie it. She's 84%. It's the best free throw shooting team in the country. Misses, sends the game to overtime.
Yeah, don't sound so disappointed. We were really glad she did, okay? Let's don't get too crazy here. But, yeah, again, like I said, I was kicking myself. Emory's a great player, and, you know, I thought Kiera did an awesome job today defending her. Unbelievable job. But, you know, the whole team, I mean, so many people – we played extremely hard. We had to play an extra 5 minutes, and we don't have a ton of depth right now. And, you know, we had a lot of people. Obviously, Kiera and Ace knocked down a bunch of big shots and scored a lot of points. But Kai Crutchfield went in and got 9 rebounds. We've been really trying to stress that with her. You know, so many players really stepped up and did a great job. So I loved how hard we played. You know, Didi Rogers chasing down rebounds and Erica Cassell, Elisa helping on the board some, and like I said, just that was just want to. They just really played hard and went and got it.
There were a couple of moments in overtime where things really seemed to change. Number 1 was when Koenig hit that 3. That was kind of a release of anxiety because she had not been involved too much offensively in that second half. And then when you made the substitution, when you were getting good hard work from Cassell on the inside, but the production wasn't there, you brought Elisa Kinane in. What led to that change?
Well, I just felt Erica had played a long stretch there and just felt like we could go fresh. And I think Elisa's size, her length, can give people problems, and she did. She scored a big bucket right there when she first got back in. So, you know, again, she's continuing to grow and get better and better. She's great when she can get her shot in there where we want the ball. She's very effective. So we got to keep getting her touches. I got to do a better job of that.
NC State 18-0 now, and frankly, most of those games have not been close down the stretch. This one was close almost from the opening tip. Thin, narrow margins on either side, but in that second half, very tight. What did you learn about your team down the stretch when you're up by a couple, down by a couple, and need to execute?
Well, I don't know that I learned. I already knew that this team just, you know, fights and has big hearts, and again, we've had a lot of adversity. And they just keep coming back. And, you know, you don't have a streak like this team has put together unless you show up day in, day out, and not just for the games. Obviously, the games, you have to do that. You can't afford to let down and maybe overlook somebody, but then also just every day in practice. And so I'm really proud of this group. You know, it's, like I said, it's not easy to do what they've done. And this is a great Virginia Tech team. They have so many offensive weapons over there. It was really tough matching up with them, and Coach Brooks does a great job. So, like I said, it was a good win for our team, and got to give our players all the credit.
So I kind of want to touch on the fans here today. I mean, this atmosphere was great. It's a holiday weekend, almost a sold-out crowd. We have people making homemade banners and things like that. What can you say that the fans have done for this team over the course? You know, we've had some injuries, some tough time, and they keep showing up for this team.
We would not have won this game today if it wasn't for our fans, that's for sure. They give us a great home court advantage. We've been very good here in Reynolds Coliseum, especially since the renovation. And, you know, it's a great place. It's a great venue for the players, but also for the fans to come out. You're right on top of the action, and they make a big difference. Them and the band and cheerleaders, the whole atmosphere, the dance team, they make it a big-time atmosphere for our players. And, again, I don't think we win this game today without the crowd we had here that really gave us some energy, especially in overtime.
All right, last question. You have Clemson coming in on Thursday. Amanda Butler has done as great of a job as any coach in the ACC in her first year this year. They're 4-1. They're down to Pitt right now on the road, but they come in Thursday. What are the major concerns, and what has led to the big Tiger
Patrick,
turnaround?
I hadn't even got over this one yet.
I know your staff. They've already advanced scouted the Tigers.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've watched them a little bit. They're pressing. They're playing a lot of zone. But, you know, Amanda's known for her team's press. And we went down to Florida a few years ago when she was the coach there, and they actually beat us at their place, and the press gave us a lot of trouble. So we'll have some time this week to work on it. We've already been working on it some. So we're going to have to handle the press. Their zone, they're very aggressive out of it. They're trying to jump reversal passes. They're getting in the passing lanes. They're icing you on the side. So a lot of things that, you know, very aggressive style of play, and then that leads to offense on the other end. But, you know, we're going to have to do the things we've been doing. Obviously, Virginia Tech's a great offensive team, and to hold them to 61 in 45 minutes of play is pretty impressive. Also, the rebounding, you know, that's what's carried us all year long, and today out-rebounded them by 17, and that's our kids are just playing hard, hustling, and going and finding a way to get the ball.
I mean, you may have to go back to Aaron Bath's time at Clemson for the last time the Tigers go back-to-back and knock off ranked teams in Florida, Miami and Florida State, which they did a couple of weeks ago.
And that's what I'm saying. This league is brutal. I mean, look how good Virginia Tech is, okay? And they've played a very tough conference schedule. And, you know, because of that, they've taken a couple of lumps. And we're all going to have stretches where our schedule is just unbelievably tough. So we all know that. You've got to survive those stretches, but then you've got to take care of business at home. You have to protect your home court, and that's why today was so important. You just really can't afford to give up a game here at home.
All right. NC State, an overtime win. You went 7 players deep in a 45-minute game. And the last question for you, 45 minutes for Ace. She played every second. Leslie played every second, but about 20 or 25 in that second quarter.
No. I gave Leslie a nice little 2-minute break. That stat keeper messed
40,
up.
44.
Don't go by those
We'll
stats.
go back and check the video.
Anyway.
42 for Crutchfield, 39 for Rogers. What's the most important thing for them? Because they're going to be playing a ton of minutes moving forward to make sure that their body recovers.
And I got to do a better job of rotating, but it was tough matchups today. We obviously are playing DD and KJ on the perimeter some. We're having KJ defend at the 3 position. We're having KJ on offense at the 3 position, and we can rotate them. But I had planned to get Ace out there late in the first half, but she was hitting shots, you know, and you got to stick with it. Hey, now with these media timeouts, I mean, come on, you can play 45 minutes, no big deal. So when I take them out, they're like, what did I do wrong? So, you know, they don't want to come out either. So, but we'll see. They're off tomorrow. I told them that I had worked with all the professors. They have no classes tomorrow. It might have a little something to do with Martin Luther King Day, but they're going to they can sleep in late, relax tomorrow, and come back Tuesday ready to focus on Clemson.
But you won't sleep in late, and you won't come back at noon tomorrow.
Come on, I'm human. I'll relax a little bit.
All right.
Like I said, I feel bad. I feel like I probably messed up, should have advanced the ball, and I'm just, you know, very fortunate that the players bailed the old coach out again.
All right, congrats on a quality win today. We'll see you Thursday.
All right, thanks, Patrick. Right. Eli.
Wes Moore joining us after an overtime win. NC State now 18-0, 70-61 win over Virginia Tech.